Welcome to my office. I am Alexis, for those of you who haven't met me in person, and I am sending you this message to say thank you for subscribing to the AKO Collective listserv. I am not somebody who really loves getting emails in my inbox, except from people I care about, and so I take it really as an honor and a gift that you have allowed me to hang out in your space. I am really committed to providing value to women and the men who support them on their brave journey. And one thing that I get asked a lot are the books that inform my work. And so I thought it would be super helpful to share some of my favorite books with you so that you can either put them on your Amazon wish list, order them right away, download them on Audible, or listen to this video and go, oh, that's a great thought. These are the books that I use in all of my workshops and my online workshops as well, and they inform my writing and my perspective on the world. So I hope you will find this quick overview of must-read books, kind of like Oprah's book club, but for feminists and for people who want to change the world. So these are my top books, and I'm going to go through them chronologically by the way that I discovered them, so through time. So we'll start with an oldie but goodie, Lean In. This is written by Sheryl Sandberg. She was one of the first authors to really capture what it's like for women who work and the challenges of being a mom at work. It's definitely written from the perspective of a pretty wealthy woman. She is working with Facebook, making lots of money at the time. Her husband, who recently passed away, was also doing really well. So it's definitely a little bit more angled towards people who have a lot more support. But for the most part, I would say everything that you'll read in this, if you're a working woman, will resonate and will give language and voice to the things that you felt were true. Like, is it just me that it's hard to have a kid and then go back to work when they're only 3 months old? Yes, it's hard, and this is why. She also gives you some great action steps. So, Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg. The next book that I came across, and this is more recently, I read a lot, but this was more pivotal, is Feminist Fight Club. I had the chance to meet the author, Jessica, and she is amazing. She's a great author, and this book, while it sounds a little violent and scary, it's not at all. It's hilarious and ridiculous. You can see inside there are cartoons, there are little catchy phrases and words that have become part of our common vernacular, like the man-terrupter and what to do about that. So it's one of those books you can pick up whenever. I would read it after I had put my daughter to bed when I was laying beside her in bed, and I'd just read maybe 4 or 5 pages and just laugh. And in addition to kind of the stuff that we come up against, she teaches you what she calls fight moves, and that will help you come up with strategies to manage when someone man-terrupts you, for example. The next book that I absolutely love is called The Confidence Code, and I have gotten so much mileage out of this book. It is about the myth of confidence, which is essentially that you need to feel confident before acting. Not true. You actually need to act to gain confidence, and even if you fail, you will become more confident. It's from a female perspective, so it really challenges this assumption that the more competent I am, the more successful I'll be. That worked for us in school to be, really good students and to get A's, and if we did that, then we would succeed. It doesn't work so much in the real world outside of the classroom. So she gives both of these authors give some really great tips on how to build your authentic confidence, not fake confidence, not overconfidence. It's not a fake it till you make it kind of book, and I love, love, love it. The next one is Own It by Sallie, Krawcheck, who is a pretty amazing woman, super, super successful on Wall Street. And she went out and went kind of rogue and decided to research the benefits of having women in the workplace have for an organization. They increase profit on every measure of profitability, et cetera, et cetera. But even more so, she talks about the strengths of women's leadership. So that section alone is really affirming for women who want to move forward in their careers, but feel like being female might be a bit of a liability. Oh, am I too soft? Am I not decisive enough? She really challenges that male paradigm or male view of what leadership is, and talks about how in this new age, leadership looks different and women are very well equipped to lead. The final book is my super love book. This is The Awakened Woman by Dr. Tererai Trent. Tererai was Oprah's #1 guest of all time. I can't even imagine getting that distinction. To be Oprah's favorite guest of all time, that's this gal. Mimi, my daughter, who's 10, we had the chance to meet Tererai at Emerging Women, which is a fabulous conference in Colorado. And she is every bit what you would think she would be if Oprah loves her. In addition, this book walks you through how to find something that might be your calling or what she calls her sacred dream. And she talks about what we have to learn from Indigenous women's communities. So these communities, in contrast to our Western modern communities, are very much based on women coming together to find community and power together, storytelling, and a bunch of ritual, some really beautiful things. And she gives you an action plan so that you, after every chapter, so you can incorporate it into your own life. These are such great books, and I really recommend them for any woman. The good news is, if you don't have time to read them all, a lot of the stuff can be found in the workshops that I present, as well as the online workshop series. So if you'd rather have a more interactive experience, that's always available for you as well. So again, thank you for letting me hang out in your inbox. I hope you are having a brave day, and I'll be talking to you sooner rather than later, I'm sure, because I really love excuses to dress up as in my Wonder Woman hoodie and hang out in my office and talk about things that I love. So until we see each other again, brave on.